I'm Amy, this is Living in Chrysalis, and welcome to my first proper unboxing. I'm so excited, so hang on, we'll get to it. Welcome back. I believe I had said in an earlier video that I'd seen a quickie Facebook deal that I could get the Agent Carter dusting powder from Besame for 10 bucks. Obviously, I jumped on that, especially with $2 shipping. So let's unbox it. Obviously, I'm keeping the side with my address toward me, but I am super excited. I had been eyeing this for so long, but I just couldn't justify the price to myself. Although, which is weird because I'd spent $30 before on Too Faced powder, but I didn't like it, and I found a cheaper substitute. Okay, packing slip. Yes. Look at that. Thank you for your purchase. Isn't that beautiful? That is gorgeous. I gotta do something with that. And they sent me also a lipstick color guide. Ooh, what do you think? They want my repeat business, I guess. All right, it's wrapped in tissue paper. That's very nice. Oh, dude, look at that box. Oh, this is cool. I'm so excited. Okay, so let's slide this out. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, it's plastic, but gosh, it's gorgeous. I didn't expect it to be metal. That would be awfully pricey, but okay. Then we have, you know, your powder, your little puff. Look at that detail in the mirror. Yeah, you can see my mess. Awesome, but isn't that just beautiful? Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, yes, it is mine. Obviously, it's a dusting powder, so I don't need to use it now. I've just done most of my makeup. So let me get to my other unboxing, but first I want to put my lipstick on. I'm feeling a little weird here. All right, for my next unboxing, I've got Colourpop. I'd happened to be taking a peek at the Colourpop website, as I do every so often, and I'd been eyeing a certain palette for some time. However, the whole buying a bunch of stuff to get free shipping or paying extra for shipping just annoys the crap out of me. So I happened to catch it on free shipping. It was just a total fluke. So I decided to take a chance and get it. Sleigh ride, sleigh ride. That's super cute too. So what did I get? I picked up the Ooh La La palette. And the thing is, with a lot of the Colourpop palettes, I've seen a lot of them in declutter videos, and the cardboard ones tend to get this oil leakage that stains the paper around it, and so that's kind of made me question whether or not I would want in the regular cardboard packaging. So when I saw that they had this plastic packaging, I was much more interested. There were only two palettes that I saw in that particular packaging. This one and the brown sugar. I'm not so sure about the brown sugar. It looks like it'd be maybe a bit warm for me. I'm not sure, but let's take a look at that. Ooh, it's so pretty. Oh, sorry about the mirror, guys. I mean, it's covered, but still. I'm going to do, I think, soft core for just my base sort of color, setting color, as if you may, or if you will. So I'm quite excited about these, especially because this is what I consider my first real online purchase. I mean, yeah, I've cosmetics purchase anyway. I've made some online purchases from like Sephora and Ulta, but I don't really count those. It's because there's a store I can return things to if I don't like them. I don't have to deal with all the mailing, and I don't have to deal with the risk that returns won't be accepted. But so the Besame and the Colourpop are my first true online orders. So, ooh, very exciting. All right, I'm going to go in with Trove here. Ooh, all right, little bit of kick up. I shouldn't be surprised. That's all right. I'll just pick it up for the other eye. I don't get those people that they swirl their brush around, then they get kick up, they tap their brush off, they blow the kick up off, and then they do it again for the next eye. I mean, are these people that are just trying to waste product? Because that is not me. I'm cheapo, cheapo, cheapo. Okay, let's check this out. This is quite a pretty color. All right, I do have a little bit of fallout, but nothing I'm going to worry about too much. Okay. Let me get that off. And I think for the lid, I'm going to go with Opulent. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I think that'll do quite nicely. I'm trying not to get my hand into my lipstick. But yeah, this is terribly exciting for me. Because I've actually been eyeing the Ooh La La palette essentially since it came out. That looked like it would be a lot of fun. A lot of the Colourpop palettes, they look boring. They do, and which just kind of amazes me with a name like Colourpop, that they look so dull. My local Ulta doesn't normally carry Colourpop, but I've been to a couple of Ultas, including mine that have some up for the holidays. But what I've noticed when I actually got to try the Color Shock shadows is, okay, you open it and then you touch it and it's cold and kind of squishy, and you swirl it around, and it's a texture thing for me. I mean, yeah, the colors are pretty, but between the texture thing and the drying out issue, I don't think they're for me at this time. I may rethink it later, but right now I'm just not interested. I don't know. The texture is just so odd to me. Oh, where's my... All right. I think for the arch, I'm going to go with... Let's see. I'll go with Tickled. Why not? Go for it, right? Ooh, okay. Tickled is kind of crumbly when I tap my brush in it. You can kind of see what's happening there. So that's kind of odd. All right, I'm going to try to be delicate and kind of press that back down as I take some more for my other eye. Yikes. All right, well, I'm not thrilled with that. It kind of reminds me of, oh, like I'm going to have to press it back down with my finger every time. All right, that's a little annoying, but oh well. What does that remind me of? It kind of reminds me of that one shade in the Too Faced Gingerbread palette that when you put a brush into it, it just, or even touch it with your finger, it just kind of falls apart. So yeah, it's all right. I'll put up with it for the time being. Okay. And you know, I've noticed with a lot of eyeshadows, they seem to just kind of come down and line the bottom by themselves. I don't even intend to do this, but there it is. So, all right, fine, I'll line the other one a bit more. I guess that's just going to be my look now. I don't know why it does this. That's not a look I'd ever done or had an issue with. And I really think it's from me putting shadows on my lid. I never used to do shadows on my actual lid, so I never had an issue with this before. But of course, the newer style is to put a shadow on your lids. Okay, so this is the look once I've got eyeliner and mascara. I don't know what the heck my mascara is doing. I'm so annoyed, but I can't. You know, it's old. I'm just panning it. So, yeah, this is so pretty. I'm actually really happy. I'll be back in a while. I've got to head out to work and do some shopping, so this will be a good opportunity to do a wear test. So I'll be back a bit later. All right, I hope you'll forgive me for the bathroom wobbly, but it's been 12 hours now. I'm quite tired, but how does that look? For today's test, I'm doing it with no primer to see if they hold up as well as they did with. I showed you how the shade Tickled was crumbling as I put my brush into it, and I got a little uncomfortable with how it was, so I actually kind of pressed it into there, and I think I'm going to wind up having to do that every time I use it. So just so you know, there is an issue with that shade. Well, for my first shade today, I'm going to use Poodle as the base, since I'm unlikely to use Sandbar or Caddy as one. Those are way too dark for me to feel comfortable with that. Poodle's kind of pushing it, but I really want to try all or virtually all the shades in this video. And since it's only a 9 pan, and I used 4 shades yesterday, I should be on target to do that. All right. So there's Poodle. All right, that's pretty. It's a darker base than I usually use, but I'm not worried about that. Now, for my fake crease, I'm going to go into Caddy, which is the purple shade. And again, because I have hooded eyes, see where my actual crease is? That doesn't go there. That goes actually quite far above it. I'm pretty hooded, so even if I only went slightly above it, you wouldn't see anything. So it's almost like I draw on a new crease, which is a little nutty. Okay, here we go. And I need to bring it out a little further. I generally don't bring it down far enough, and then when I do my eyeliner, I actually have to go back in and kind of patch it. So I'm trying to avoid that today because it's a little annoying. That's what I like about these brushes with these little heads. Because I don't have a ton of lid space, I have to be more precise. So I wind up using concealer brushes or smudging brushes to apply eyeshadow, because the regular ones just don't quite work for my hooding. All right, I am going to blend this out just a little bit. Just to try to even it. Okay, that's not entirely even. Let me take another hit with Caddy here. I do want some definition. I don't want it completely blended out. While I really admire when I see those YouTubers do these completely blended, fantastic looks, for me, I needed my whole forehead to do that, if you'll reference one of my Halloween videos. I just don't have the space, so I need a... so between that and the... between the lack of space and the hooding, I wind up with feeling the need to do a bit more definition, make it a little less blended, if you will. And that's kind of a weird spot there that always doesn't quite want to get eyeshadow on evenly. I think it's because I'm old. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on a halo eye. I'm going to use sandbar on the inner and outer parts of the halo eye. So I know it seems, yeah, so it's kind of like I'm starting with the Caddy as the smoke out, and then I'm coming in with sandbar. Blending those together. And I know a lot of people do it the other way around, where they do it first, but I just didn't think of it, and it'll be fine. Okay. So here's the sandbar again. It's bright pinks. I'm having so much fun with this bright palette. It's so unusual for me. And I have to say, while the look was a little extreme yesterday, I was rather enjoying it. I mean, it wasn't so extreme as to be unwearable, but it kind of depends on where you are too. Going into the center lid with Big Sugar. This is a very pretty pink with a slight, very slight peachy tone. And this does seem to have a shimmer, maybe even a tiny bit of glitter. But it's more shimmery, I'd say. It's so pretty. Opulent seems to be somewhere between a satin and a shimmer, and Big Sugar seems to be somewhere between a glitter and a shimmer, or a metal and a shimmer. This is so pretty. But I really like how the colors still show but blend together. So yeah. All right, and for the last shade, yay, I'm going to use them all. Moonstruck, which is just kind of more normal. Like a pale gold. That's all right. I've got a lot going on here. I can use a pale gold in my arch. See, this is actually a gel eyeliner brush. I use it for my arch because I just don't have much space. You know, I think I'm going to throw a little in there. Why not? The final look. I'm actually really happy with this, and I'm looking forward to going about my day. Definitely. I'm so happy I have this. I was eyeballing it for ages. I'm so glad I caught them on free shipping day so I didn't have to order a bunch of stuff to buy it. So thrilled. I'm very interested to see how this is going to wear, and I will do my little wear check-in a bit later. Excuse the less than ideal update conditions, but it's late, I'm tired, and I'm not really feeling well. As you can see, I've got a lot of movement of the shadow down here, and I noticed this even as early as 4 p.m. There was also some sort of like a pink cast under here. So I'm definitely thinking that primer is a good idea. This is a first impression on this palette, So I will be doing more checking and hopefully a full review at some point, but I'm thinking primer may be your friend. Oh, I just wanted to make a quick note about the packaging that these products came in. I was very impressed with the Colourpop packaging. It was just a simple padded envelope. It affords the product some protection without going crazy. So I did appreciate that. With the Besame packaging, okay, the box is like this. It came wrapped in tissue paper, but it's like this. I understand that maybe, they don't have another box to put this in, and I understand them not wanting to just wrap this up and ship it, especially if they're worried about the cardboard denting, because this is, it's an Agent Carter thing. It's a collectible. And if this were to get damaged in shipping, even if the cardboard box were to get damaged in shipping, they'd have a bunch of Marvel fans be quite upset, and I would be one of them. So while I'm not crazy about the big box, I understand. So that doesn't necessarily upset me. I wish they had a smaller box for it, but I don't know. But all in all, as far as shipping these items, I think these two companies did a pretty decent job with the constraints that they have to work with. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Come on, help me out here. I need ad revenue to buy makeup.